We're recording. It looks like we're live on YouTube. So, hey, good morning, everybody. This is your Mayor, Trey Reed, joining you with Mr. Roy Don Lewis, our Parks and Recreations Administrator. So, we want to get a quick message out to the public during this COVID crisis that we've been managing for the past 3 months. We've been making conscious decisions on how we're going to go forward with our baseball season. So that's what we're going to spend just a few moments with you this morning discussing. So let's get started, and we'll put up a quick slide and we'll talk through it. All right, Rodon, can you see me okay? You got the
yes.
Can you see my slide?
No, sir.
I'm going to exit that, and I'm going to share my screen with you. Now you should be able to see that. Look familiar? All right.
Yeah.
All right, good deal. So what we're going to talk to you is a few points that we've decided is in the best interest of our community. And we'll talk to you real quickly about the process, things that Mr. Roydon's been seeing on his side. Basically, the governor had said at the beginning of the month he was going to release team sport guidance, large indoor venue or outdoor venue guidance towards the end of the month. And so we got that information on last Thursday, the 21st of May, approximately. During the last few weeks, and even the course of the last 2 months, Roydon's been fielding questions and discussing this topic with parents and folks who are concerned about what the baseball season is going to look like. There's a lot of preparation involved in that. We've done our best to get that information out as quickly as we can, but we wanted to make a good decision as well. We want to keep everybody safe and protect all the children in the community, and we don't want to force a baseball season on a community that wasn't ready to receive or just didn't want to play. So what I'm going to do is real quick pass this over to Mr. Roydon, let you discuss, talk to us a little bit about what some of the feedback that you've gotten from the parents, what's it look like out there? And then I know you had a coaches meeting last night. So talk to me just a little bit about that, please.
Well, we really had 2 coaches meetings. One about 3 weeks ago when we had all the coaches, discussed it with the coaches, and the coaches called all the parents, discussed to them how many of them wanted to play since it was so late. And we dropped to about 70% participation. And then so we decided to go ahead and try to play, but then we said we'd wait till the governor released his directives and everything on baseball. He came out the 21st of May, like you said, and this is some of the stuff that he put out. Everyone must adhere to the 6-foot distance between family groups. If you was a family group, you could sit beside each other. But other than that, you had to be 6 foot apart. Masks will be worn by everybody entering the park. And then when the players hit the field, the players can take their mask off. But if they come back into the dugout, they have to wear their mask at that time. Dugouts are going to have to be disinfected between each game or each practice. We have the bathrooms are supposed to be on an hourly cleaning schedule, water fountains, picnic tables. But the coaches, we talked just going over the coaches and the coaches staff. The coaches and the staff must be screened, temperatures checked, and asked questions before they can enter the field, enter the complex, and the staff also. The concession stand, they put a directive on us that we had to adhere to a dine-in restaurant, which is masks and gloves be worn at all times while they're preparing foods and stuff. And hand sanitizer requirement is hand sanitizer in each dugout and plus outside the field of play for parents and spectators and stuff.
Yeah.
We at the coaches meeting last night, we had about 28 coaches there last night. And
how many?
About 28.
Okay.
That was just head coaches. Now we have close to 75 coaches altogether, but head coaches is they talk to their assistant coaches and everything like that also. And it was probably 3/4 to delay the season, hopefully to have a fall ball season instead of playing this time, because it's going to be so hot. Kids having to wear masks, parents having to wear masks, and for the safety of our kids, we decided not to have a summer program, and we're going to try for fall ball.
Okay. Yeah, you're talking about everybody, the requirement for everybody to wear a mask that pretty much applies to anybody that's 10 years or older.
Yes, sir.
And then separating by family groups, and then the requirement to disinfect the dugouts in between the games during practices, and pretty much everything you got on the board there. You've got to not only produce and maintain a health screening for all the staff and umpires and coaches, but you've got to maintain records of all that as well.
Yeah, we have to write the name down, write their temperature down, and the date we done it, and we have to keep them on file. And also, before we even play a game or even practice out here, we have to submit a plan to the Department of Health for them to for us to even open up.
Now, I can tell everybody in confidence that, in conversations with you, we've done our due diligence, and really up until about a few days ago, we had our minds made up that we were going to come up with some type of safe alternative baseball season because, we were really trying to hold out. This is a baseball community. We got a new concession stand that we're proud of. We want folks to be able to enjoy it and see it. But I don't, the realities of our situation, I think exceed those, the advantages of hosting a baseball season. And so, it's really been in the last 2 days that we've been in a position to really make a decision against what we felt we were going to be able to do, which is hold a whole step baseball season. All right, so we got the decision made. It's been vetted through the coaches. You've taken in all the consideration from all the parents that you've spoken with. I know you haven't spoken with every parent, but you've spoken with a lot of them. And so if I'm a parent now, I'm asking, well, how do I get my reimbursement? So tell me a little bit about what that looks like.
What we're going to do is do it for our auditors and everything. We have to take every registration form, match it up with our receipt book, and then write a check request. And we'll get that. We'll start doing that. We're going to start matching everything up this week, but Monday, we'll probably start sending out checks, and we'll start at whoever signed up first and work our way all the way down to every one of them. And we're going to send the checks out to the address that's on the registration form.
Okay.
And in some cases, grandparents come and signed up players, and we might have wrote the receipt out to the grandparent, and then it has the kid's address, but the check will be made out to whoever signed the kid up at that time.
Now, we are going to do our best to kind of keep our resources that we've obtained for this year, uniforms, sponsorships, and use everything that we can for A, fall ball, or B, the next normal season that we're able to host, right?
Yes, sir. We're going to try to use everything. I have the uniforms we can use. We might have to buy a few to fill in uniforms next year, but the majority of them we'll be able to use. Okay. We've done bought the equipment and everything for this year, so we'll just take it over to the fall ball or next year.
Okay.
And I haven't talked to my sponsors yet, but I'm gonna get around and talk to my sponsors and about just carrying it over for next year or refunding their money also.
Yeah, because they'll also be entitled to a refund. So choose.
Yes.
Good deal. Real fast, just some local ball parks around us that have either A, chosen to close already, or are going to. Are there any ballparks that are right now going to remain open locally?
They haven't opened yet, but there's two that I know of. Is Stuttgart, and then Sylvan Hills is trying to put a plan together. I talked to them late as last night. They're trying to put a plan together to start playing in July. They won't play in June, but they're thinking about trying to play in July. And but that's going to be their fall ball. They're going to play July and August and September for their fall ball. They're just starting a month earlier if they can get it done.
I got you. Okay. All right. And so in our conversation this morning, we did make a decision that because we've got supervision throughout the day, you and your staff are in and out of the ballpark. There's no reason to shut the ballpark down entirely, but it will be open during normal business hours only. So it's available if people choose to adhere to all the outdoor venue restrictions that we discussed earlier, and they want to use the batting cages or the baseball fields and can coordinate through you or whatever that process looks like. But the ballpark is going to be closed after hours. So it's accessible Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. for the time being. And we'll open that back up as soon as we can realistically expect to manage all the restrictions for team sports. Anything else? Go ahead.
As the directives has gone down, has relieved a little bit from the governor, then we could probably open up the park. But right now, our main concern is the safety of our kids.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. And this is city ballpark only. The other, the main city park and Wagner Park are open for access. The rail trail, it's open for exercise and use. We're just talking about the baseball fields and the ballpark will be closed after normal city business hours. All right. Anything else that we want to cover? Roy Don, you kind of hit about fall ball. If we do have an opportunity for that fall ball season, what would I circle in my calendar? End of July, beginning August, September, what are we looking at?
If you haven't already, Lonoke Ballpark's got a Facebook page. I have all the information on it. And then we'll start, and I've got a list of kids and stuff. We'll be contacting people and everything probably towards the end of July to see if the schools open up on time and they're going back to school and everything. And it seems like I said, the directives have relieved a little bit. Then we can start fall ball as early as August, and really that way we have start playing games at the end of August and then play the month of September and half of October anyway.
Okay.
And that way everybody gets 12 to 14 games.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you.
Thank you.
I know this ain't easy for you. You make it look easy, but it's not. You've done a lot of coordinating. You've done a lot of you put a lot of consideration in this, and you've given a lot of overwatch to the community to make sure we do keep our kids safe. And you said yesterday, I think in 18 years, this is something you've never had to do before, never anticipated having to do. So it's not just gonna be missed by the community. You're gonna miss it as well. So and that's
it's
not
been hard on
us. Yeah.
About the baseball and softball.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, if there's anything else that we need to add, I've got a letter coming out in the water bill that's going to address this, not in so much detail. That's why we're using our social media channel to get this information out. Can anybody call you if they have questions? If they do, where would they reach you at?
Reach me on my cell, 501-266-0021, or send a message on Facebook.
Very good. All right. Well, that's all I got for the public. And we appreciate you. I just ask for everybody's patience as we make it through this. We're doing our absolute best to get back to a sense of normalcy for the city and to provide all the services that you've come to expect from the city during normal times. So we appreciate you. And again, if you have any questions, call City Hall, or you can call Mr. Roy Don at the number he listed earlier. And that's what we've got this morning. So have a good rest of your day, good rest of the week, and we'll talk to you all soon.